This is a super cool build that was put together by a friend of mine. This is a 1977 Kz1000 that has been customized. It's a Z1 tribute, we call it. It's got a little bit of Zephyr, it's got a little bit of KZ, it's a little bit of everything, and it's a little bit really freaking cool. Some features to point out on this: it's got a Zephyr rear end and it's got a Zephyr front end. So interestingly enough, they fit onto a Kz1000 very well, actually. Started its life as a Kz1000. It still has the Kz1000 frame and engine. No modifications to the frame. It's just a bolt-on assembly. So this is a very safe modification, I'm gonna call it, because you're not doing anything scary. You're not welding, you're not cutting, you're not stretching. It's just a bolt up and go situation. So it wears it well. This bike rides really nice. It was done in a manner where the steering rake is right, so this turns really well for being a cafe racer. So what was done was, this bike was taken, built into this. We had the gas tank, side panels, and tail section painted to represent a Z1. And after the build was done, this bike had a ton of miles put on it. I can't tell you exactly how many, we don't really know. But this bike's been ridden, built like this for quite some time. I think this build was done at least 5 years ago, maybe more. So definitely something that's been tried and tested out. It isn't just a thrown together build. It's seen some road use, and ultimately it's really a fun bike. I love it. We'll take it out here, do a test ride, get it out on the open road. And ultimately we're gonna send this to a new home. This motorcycle is gonna go to Bring a Trailer at no reserve. We're gonna sell this at auction, and it's been a blast. It's just time for a new owner. So follow us on YouTube, follow us on Bring a Trailer for keeping up to speed with all the machines we're gonna bring for sale, because this is one of many really interesting bikes that are gonna find a new home.
We've got this super cool KZ with us here today. We're gonna take it out on a test drive. So this is a true cold start. This bike's been sitting for probably a couple weeks since it's been started last. Starts up right easy and nice. What's cool about this bike that I really like is the rear seat. That bump on the back really makes this bike easier to ride. as she's got some power. I mean, it's putting me into the seat hump pretty good when we're getting onto the main road there. It shifts really easy. It's like it's like butter for the transmission. I did notice that our speedo isn't working. I have a feeling that's just the cable broke. We'll look into that, see what we can do. Test our brakes. Hard on the brakes. Shift into first. The throttle response on this is really nice too. You can tell the carbs are right. So a bit about this. This bike is a bit of a combination of a lot of bikes. So this started its life out as a Kz1000, but it then acquired a front and rear end off of a Kawasaki Zephyr. And I'm sure that there are some other parts on this that are not stock to a Kz1000 that I'm missing, but honestly, that's kind of besides the point. This is not this is not an original bike. This is a Restomod. So I'm sure that that'll be brought up more in the comments, but ultimately this is meant to be a super cool, super personable Kz1000 tribute, Zephyr, everything. And honestly, it rides awesome. The combination of all of this makes for a pretty cool machine. The longer swing arm actually is pretty helpful. This bike is super planted when you get on the throttle, like we're gonna do right here.